Keller Williams, welcome to the July 29th, 2024 huddle. Bonnie McChrystal is our guest host today with our live studio audience. All right, so let's give it to Bonnie and she's gonna tell us a few things about herself.
Well, for those of you who don't know, I have in another life been a cybersecurity coach for high school and middle school cybersecurity teams. And so cybersecurity is a little bit of a nerdy secret hobby of mine. And I know a lot, and so much so that sometimes you can lose sleep over what is actually happening in the cyber world and security and how it actually can negatively impact us as individuals, as organizations, and as nations. But today I'm just going to take a 1 second look at our cybersecurity slide, and I'm going to ask you guys to do the following. On a weekly basis, please restart your phone. Doesn't matter if it's an Android or an iPhone, but you can decide to do it maybe every Monday at 10 o'clock. Restart your phone if you're not already watching the meeting on your phone, or you could do it on Sunday night. But just try to schedule a weekly restart of your phone and frankly of your PC or laptop if you keep those running as I do constantly as well. So that's number one. It's very important yet simple safety step to keep your information as secure as possible in case something might have intruded into your hardware during the week, unbeknownst to you, because those cyber criminals are getting smarter and smarter every day. And it's a global problem. The second thing that I would highly recommend, and we're not going to walk through all the details, but is to use a password manager. A password manager is a tool that kind of encrypts your password as you log into different things that you log into on a daily basis. I don't know about you, I have probably 250 passwords saved on Chrome, and they're not encrypted. Well, they weren't until I got a password manager. LastPass at lastpass.com is a free password manager. And what it does is that when you log into your different tools through LastPass, it does something called hashes your password. And when it lands at the site that you're logging into, it's not your original password that you typed in. And it's like a mathematical formula that is very hard to reverse engineer. So the password that ends up on the tool that you logged in is a mathematical version of what you had originally typed in. But if, for example, at an organizational level, that website was hacked and all of the usernames and passwords were scooped up by cyber criminals, they wouldn't be able to use that hashed version of your password to log in and try to break into bank accounts, email accounts. As realtors, we have to be really careful. There was a huge data breach from Fidelity, earlier this year, and they were offline for a week on a national level. So this is certainly something that we all need to be aware of, not just feeling like we have our passwords are long, so no one's going to crack them. You actually really should use a password manager, because if your password is lying in a big file in an organization and that gets stolen, they have all they need to be able to start to try to use those same credentials to get into other websites and compromise your personal security. Okay, so lastpass.com, and go ahead and restart your phones and computers. And we'll just do a reminder to do that every week. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, there are a few comments in there. You can automatically reset your phone every week. And Bill has an article that came out that I don't know what it is about, unless he wants to tell us. Bill? Bill? Hey there, Bill? Oh, he's been hacked.
Sorry, Keone. I was trying to find the mute button. It's about a tool that real estate agents are using that is been basically there's a security risk with it. So if you use this tool, take a look at the article and be careful with the tool. It's called Forewarned.
Yeah, what about it? What did they say about it? It's being hacked?
Basically, there's a security problem with the issue with the app.
Okay,
They didn't like him talking about it.
yeah, they shut that right down. That Forewarn is a product that realtors use for free with Round. To check backgrounds, so. Be cautious on using that if it's not up to date. Sounds like it needs to be. Okay, moving on. Bonnie, how about reading our mission statement?
Sure. Mission statement: to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experience worth giving, and legacies worth living. Leaving, not living, living.
I always say living too. I don't know why I always say it too.
I'd rather live it than leave it.
Right? We're gonna live it. Some cases we'll leave it. If there's enough left over, we'll leave it a little bit.
Yeah, good questions too. What does shutting off your phone do when you are restarting it?
Okay, technical question. I don't answer technical questions. Just tell me what to do. Sorry, Ray. No, there was something that came out just very recently. I think it was Apple that was really highly encouraging all iPhone users to turn their phones off and on every day. So, I mean, every week at a minimum. And that's in case, you know, if maybe there's a live kind of connection going on between your phone and something that you might have clicked on that you're actually not aware of, we'll shut that down.
I think it also updates apps, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
right? So any security things that they redid won't show up unless you redo the system, right?
My buddy works cybersecurity for the police department, and so he has to go and break into people's phones. And if you don't reset your phone, he can break into it like that. And if it's reset, it's very tough for them to break into.
So if you have dealings with the police,
Shut
make
off your
sure you shut off it on your phone.
Every day.
Every day. Every day. Okay, experience is worth giving. What does that mean to you? That was from the previous slide. What experiences are you giving?
Filling up your office with balloons. So
Filling up
you
your
walk
office
into
with
the great
balloons.
huge surprise and delight.
Rise and delight. Giving experiences worth giving are experiences to your clients, right? They're having an experience when they meet with you. Right? Or do you want, or anybody can just do what you do?
No.
No, right? Everybody gives their individual experience and you're hoping it's a good experience for them. Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
Gotta warm up this crowd in here. All right, here's the changes for June 24 stats. Who can tell me what the median sales price is for June? Close. Higher. Higher. 1.35. 1.35, right? Single family, that's a 30.8 increase. Sounds like, whoa, wow, right? The media is gonna jump on that. Whoa, wow, oh. Well, what do you know? What do you know that the market's doing? Slowing down, right? You know that if somebody's gonna put a condo on today, they're not gonna get a 30% increase, right? This is an anomaly. Right, this is an anomaly. One sale right now, because the volume is so little bit, it can skew this thing. So you're gonna have to deal with your sellers in residential on this, right? Because they're gonna say, oh, I saw in the paper I could get 30% more than the other sale, right? Well, that was the one sale that pushed it up to 30% more. Maybe, right? If it's a good property, you could, but if it's junk, they're gonna get 30% less. Right, because that one anomaly changed the whole market. And we'll see that now that the volume's lower in both condo and residential and vacant land. Because there are some people still buying it out. Month supply of inventory, 33% increase for single family. And 259% for condominium homes in supply. Right, and we all know that, we see condos coming on, multiples every week. You have something? Yeah, plus 87%, right? Inventory. We know this. We knew this 2 months ago. Right? We know this every week. We see it come on. So when you go get listings, you're gonna have to talk to your sellers about the real numbers, not the numbers you see in the newspaper or online or whatever, right? Because we're a different market here. All right, let's move on. You want to talk to about the wishing well? You know about the wishing well?
Morning, I'm here.
Okay, Sam, go ahead.
Aloha kakayaka, everyone. So I'm gonna be coming to Kahului. I see the Kahului bin is filled. Thank you everybody so much for your donations. And also I'm gonna check the Kihei office and I'm gonna see if there's anything there. So we will see. Susan got the shops, the Fairway shops down there. And then I just want to remind everyone, this is like an awesome opportunity to use the wishing well to go into your sphere and talk to people. Like, use us to say, hey, you want to donate to our cause? Like, you don't even have to talk about real estate with them. Like, just use us, please. Thank you.
Agreed. School starts next week, everybody. These are the stuff we still need. We're collecting till the end of August. So anytime, especially if you have kids, you're gonna go get stuff for your kids, grab a few things more, and we'll throw it in the bin. The bin's up front by the front door, has a little sign over it. Okay. Broker's Corner, hosted by Chad Shimbukuro. He's the principal broker and team leader on Oahu. He always has good stuff to talk about. That's tomorrow from 12 to 1:30. Mark, is Mark here or is he on? I mean,
You might be.
Mark, are you on?
Mark is not on.
Okay, Mark's not on. So he's become a Keller Home Loans loan officer. So there are certain things for your first responders discounts, and he's working on other discounts for your clients as well.
I think they have a program too that if the loan doesn't go through, I believe they give them back the price of the appraisal. So they have a lot of different features depending on what they're at, so I'm not the loan officer, but check with him.
Sounds like good. Okay. All right. Moving on. We are going to do a KW Maui open house. So if you have a listing that you want somebody to sit, or if you have a listing to sit, please sign up for that. We're gonna try and do one every Friday of the month, first Friday of the month. And that's island-wide, so
Is that this Friday then?
that would be next
Yeah,
This
Friday the
Friday.
2nd.
Friday, this Friday. This Friday. Okay, if
This
you
Friday
haven't
is also
done
going to
this,
be the first Wailuku Friday that's coming back, yeah.
yeah, first Friday in Wailuku is coming back, so that's happening this weekend on Friday night. So if you have something around the area, which I know we have one listing right down the street, and a couple around the area, that might be a good time to promote it. Or you'll be answering to your seller why you didn't do it. Okay, if you haven't done this, do this, right? August 2nd, which is this Friday, from 10 to 12. A lot of things happen on Friday. 10 to 12 is the standard forms update, right, Zora?
Yes,
Did you take it?
I did.
Good. What's the update? Let's hear it.
Well, you did a really good job, when you did the, happy hour. They did go over, they were really very structured in the legality of it, so they didn't say anything that wasn't, like they just stayed in their box, so they're gonna be, it's really great, cause it does give you an idea of like, you know, what's to come, but you kind of covered most. of it.
Yeah, this won't be the end all be all classes that you're gonna take. This is the first overview you're gonna see.
That's what they
You may
said.
have come to the Friday Pauhana, you saw it there, you're gonna see it here, and then we're gonna actually have classes on all the changes, because there are some major changes to it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did so many changes when we're dealing with a bunch of other stuff, but they did. So stay tuned for those classes. And I think we're gonna hybrid them all, so if you missed the one on Maui, you could take the one on Oahu by Zoom, or you can take the one on Big Island by Zoom, so we'll have lots of opportunity to get caught up on that. But please take this one on the 2nd or the 9th, they're both the same, so you only have to take one. It's about an hour, it says 2 hours there, but it's about an hour, and then there's about a half an hour of Q&A. The Q&A is probably the best part of it, because people are, you know, talking real life scenarios more so there, which they kind of don't answer the questions on, but anyway,
That gets you thinking.
gets you thinking for sure. To see those changes, okay, so sign up for that, it's free. And it's a webinar format, so you can ask questions, you just aren't on camera or anything like that.
You will get the recording.
And you'll get the recording and the forms.
Yeah.
Annotated, which means the old thing with the scratch out with the new stuff and the clean form. The old form, the annotated forms are kind of hard to read, so sometimes you're gonna switch back and forth, but anyway, we're gonna have classes on that.
Don't use the new form.
Do not use the new form until it's released on the 17th of August, but your zip forms will automatically update, so you'll know. Okay, moving on. Bonnie, let's talk about the Pauhana Fridays.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun on the August 16th. That's in a few weeks, so there's no excuse to not plan ahead and be there 3 to 4 p.m. And gosh, Angela Ching's gonna be here and tell us all about what she's been doing to help the community and really making a difference. And it'll be great for everyone to gather on that day, the 16th. From 3 to 4. And
Can I add to that?
yes.
No,
You said please. So this Pauhana is really important because Angela's been working with the Red Cross as well as with FEMA, and we've got a lot of changes that are happening too on the west side and how it's been impacted, and she's going to give you the 5 top things that you need to be able to share with your clients as they're dealing with purchasing on the west side, what this means to us and what they need to know going forward.
after the August 8th fires, Angela took a job with the Red Cross. And so she does know, so if you have friends that aren't getting money from them, you might want to talk to her about it, because she might have some advice on what path they can go down. I know a lot of people had the same address. So the first person that got in got the money, and everybody else kind of has been fighting for their help. So she might have some insight on that, hopefully. So be there for that too. Next up. Jonathan, are you on? I think he's in the mainland still. So Holly Cow Cow is August 21st from 3:30 to 6. I think we still have spots for that. Let's see who the host is this month is Laura Schopner. And so we'll see what Laura is gonna cook for 60 people. But she's not here, so. Are you on, Laura? Okay, so we'll figure that out. I'm guessing that she'll be there and probably a couple of us others, but there's usually a couple spots. If you're interested, let Jonathan know. You can send him a text.
What date is that?
That was Wednesday, the 21st of August. Financial Mastery is coming up August 23rd, 10 to 11. Colette, Sasha, and Danny Hara will be online for that event. These are pretty good. I've been to a couple of them. They got a lot of good insight on it. It's an hour long, so get it done. Essential CPR, AED, and first aid. If you have any inkling or an elder person or even a kid in your house, you should take this class. It's going to cover adult and child CPR, as well as some basic first aid. That'll be on August 28th in the Kahului office. I don't think it'll go till 4. I think it kind of depends on how many people we have. It does have a cost because you have to pay the instructor Lynn Taylor, who I've taken my CPR first aid from for many times. It's good for 2 years, and you could save a life. Might be your own. My favorite part is when they say, like, you know, you have a bad cut and you tourniquet, right? And she says, if you have a cut on your neck, don't tourniquet your neck. I'm like, you really have to say that? She said, yeah, we really got to say that. So anyway, moving on. Okay, code of ethics, standard of practice. The one thing I had for you today is doing the seller's net, right? We talked about this last week or the week before. Do the seller's net. What does seller's net mean? How much they are going to walk away with, or how much they're going to need to walk away with, right? Sometimes they have to pay to sell. If they bought, you know, like 4 or 5 years ago, they're probably good, right? We're in a rising market. But if they bought 2 years ago, we're going to have to look at that, right? Especially if they bought a condo a couple of years ago. Make sure you find out if they have to pay to sell, right? Hopefully they don't. But if the numbers don't come out right, you're going to have to figure something out. Either they're going to have to call their bank for a short sale, or they're going to have to, maybe you got to delete the termite tenting, right? Delete the survey in a residence, right? Delete the condo docs, eek, in a condo, right? Lots of different ways, but make sure you do that, because otherwise you're going to have to pay. You're going to definitely have to pay. And then if we have to pay, then you're going to have to pay again. And if that doesn't cover it, you're going to have to go get a loan. Because you don't want to go to court, because you're going to lose in that case, right? Okay, did I scare you enough? That's probably the number one thing you do when you get a listing. Figure out if they can sell it for a profit, right? And if you don't know how to do that, you should come to the class on the listing contract. It's very easy to figure it out.
What is that?
September.
September for sure, maybe sooner, because there are some changes in the listing contract too. So the classes that we have, I don't know how we're gonna break it out yet, because there's a lot in the purchase contract, there's a few in the listing contract that we have to cover, so might be a kind of a long class. Okay. But you guys are doing great as a company. We're way ahead of the game as far as sales. Like you can see our stats in that first couple of slides that we're way ahead of the RAM, right? And we're way ahead of the other big companies too. So keep up the good work. You guys are doing amazing. So even you guys out there in TV land, both you guys just looked. The studio audience looked back when I was pointing at the camera. Okay. Anybody want to sell a listing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, come on up.
Oh, no.
Your own listing. Who wants to promote their listing? Everybody got a buyer for their listing? They're gonna sell it? Okay. That's good.
Yeah. I have a Matalaya Banyans listing. We just did a price reduction from $925 to $799. So huge price reduction. It goes out today. That's it.
All
How
right.
many bedrooms?
One.
1 bedroom, 1 bath. Angela,
Good morning.
good morning.
Yes, I have a new listing that just went on the market this weekend. It is a South Point ground floor unit priced at just shy of $630. 2 bedroom, 2 full baths. It will be on Caravan tomorrow and open house from 9 to 1 tomorrow, guys. So if you're in the area, please come by and take a look. Would love to get it sold.
Awesome. Kathy?
Yep, I'm announcing my own home again. It's in Kihei, very convenient cul-de-sac, beautiful location, quiet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, reverse living, has beautiful sunset views and peaks of ocean and great Haleakala views. And I thought it would go fast, and we've had like no show or very few showings. So, really looking to sell. I'm here in Minnesota. So it is vacant, easy to show. Contact me or Heather Seidel. Thank you.
The next week, you have to do it in a Minnesotan accent.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, Miranda.
Hi, aloha, and good morning, everyone. I still unfortunately have my Kay Halani listing, and the sellers are moving off island. It's Villas at Kay Halani. Absolutely gorgeous. It comes fully furnished, turnkey, and highly updated. They will review any reasonable offer. Please bring an offer. They're extremely motivated. Or set up a time to come see it. It's easy to get in.
Okay. Lindsay?
Hi, everybody. Good morning. I've got a few listings that we wanted to kind of share and make sure that you guys saw. Number one, our Kama'ole Beach Royale did fall out of escrow. It's a really great unit and it's still available. It's hotel zoned. It's a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it's just got an incredible ocean view. Again, hotel zoned. Please let us know if you have any clients that would be interested. We have a Kihei Shores 2-bedroom, 2-bath, ground level, so you do not have to go on any stairs to get to it. It was completely remodeled in 2021, and it's very, very easy to show. Again, you know, that's listed at $600,000. And then we do have a Keone Kai Villages on the 2nd story in building 18, listed for $639,000. And a few other ones, if you have anybody interested in Wailuku Heights. And yeah, if you have any other questions on any of the other ones, please let us know, but we would love to work with any of you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, gang.
Wait.
Oh, but whoa. Happy Monday. You been in this before?
My first time. Thank you for your patience.
Hold, please.
Oh, please. Having technical difficulties.
It's Keone's birthday.
It's tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to your name. Happy birthday to you.
And many.
Happy
Love the enthusiastic singing. Thanks, everybody.
I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Miss Allie and Mr. JC because we broke into the office late last night and filled Keone's entire office with balloons.
It'll be online. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good week.
See you next week.